again, speculation, but another thing that strikes me as I look at these pictures is, if indeed the plane entered the building from the right side of, as you are looking at it now,
right.
If it hit the face that is on the right side, right there, where the jagged edge sloping down is, we have flames almost on the other side of the building, which indicates that this was something fairly big, or something that had an awful lot of momentum
to go through it,
to go, deeply into the building. But again,
this one woman who was speaking to WNBC, again, our NBC affiliate in New York, was saying that it did not appear to be a big jetliner. She did see the plane, she says. She called it a small jet plane. Obviously not an expert. When prodded by the anchor, she continued to say it did not appear to be a twin-engine plane, something larger than that. Again, whether it was something as large as a 737, we still obviously don't know.
Very difficult to tell. Right. I'll tell you what, our sister station, WNBC, of course, has a great deal of experience covering news events in New York. We're going to go to their coverage for a while.
And, fight it from it. If you're taking a look now, you can see that we've just had another explosion, and that is considerably lower. And is that in the other building? Is that what I'm witnessing?
That apparently does look like it is in the other building at this point.
And that looks to be lower, which means there, obviously there are considerable numbers of stories above that explosion that we just saw. Perhaps we can get another look from one of our sky cams that can take a different angle. Yes, you can tell that it now appears that both buildings are suffering some kind of damage this morning. My colleague Glenn Walker has just joined me here in the studio. And Glenn, I don't know if you've received any other information, but perhaps you can again go over what we do know at this point, which is pretty much visual and what eyewitnesses have told us.
Well, I would hate to speculate, but that was like a completely separate incident right there. I mean, this building has been the subject of terrorist attacks in the past, and I certainly would want to speculate at this time, but that is a separate explosion.
Yes, it is.
In the other building. Now, we have tried to get a hold of the Port Authority, which manages the building. We haven't been able to get an answer. We did call MTA, and the MTA says the subway service, as of right now, is continuing, so that's not a problem, because it's obviously very below, but I imagine that will change very quickly after what we just witnessed. That was a dramatic explosion. Again, it was in the separate tower than the one to where the plane just crashed into about a half hour ago.
Yes, and again, there was no sign of any airplane close.
We're interrupting Channel 4. Maria Bartiromo was in the area. You all saw, if you were watching, the second explosion.